can't sleep. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Here's Breida. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Good one, able to haul it in. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. A spin. Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action with Roethlisberger. space to maneuver at the 40. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Conner, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Jack 16.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Let's go now. Let's go. Go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 37 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Conner. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it. It's
always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what he's...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Dances by him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Play action. It's Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And give them a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Escaping the pressure right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Breida, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. The drive will start with Connor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Connor. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of work. workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Ooh, the juke. Now he opts for the spin. Oh, he shifts past him. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. My 20.
They'll begin the drive with Breida, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Like 80. 80.
Play action. Garoppolo. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo on 1st down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo again. Flushed out right. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a toss play. It's Breida. A good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run again with Breida. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Matthews, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
What's up? 59, what's up? Back and forth!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Connor, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down. Roethlisberger over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Jack 16. Dad! Blue 30.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Take 2 of them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, here we go.
Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
AV. Set. Black 80. Black is on.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Take 2 of them.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And the ball comes out, and this is going to be 49er football.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
run with Connor. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
11.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah.